Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to talk about something that I believe would have sped up my recovery process. Now, I'm not big about having a fast recovery process and, trying to force the issue and having a lack of patience, but there's nothing wrong with trying to maximize the things that you can be doing to get better. And this video is more geared towards people that want to fully recover from anxiety rather than just manage your anxiety. And I'll just say this, there's nothing wrong with managing your anxiety. I did that for a while before I started doing some more things that were conductive for a full recovery. And that's what I want to talk about today. I kind of want to talk about transitioning from managing your anxiety to recovering from your anxiety. And it's a big step. It's a big step because that's going to require you to be a lot more uncomfortable. You have to remember, guys, in order to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. It's not easy growing physically, mentally, spiritually. It's not easy growing as far as your anxiety recovery process. It's not easy, building a good physique, right? If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, it's not easy growing a business. Excuse me, guys, I'm getting over COVID right now, so if I have to cough or clear my throat, my apologies. Future reference. So it's uncomfortable to grow. So we have to start putting ourselves in these uncomfortable situations. Everybody's different, okay? I had a bunch of uncomfortable situations because my triggers spread like a freaking wildfire. So it could be driving, being in social situations, being at work, sitting down, being still, being in a line. So the thing that I wish I knew or practiced earlier on in my recovery process was just being there with my anxiety in that situation without having to run away or do my go-to things or exhibit my anxiety habits or behaviors that I would usually do, right? For self-comfort, or I would do things to try to ground me very quickly. There is nothing wrong with that, especially in the beginning. Some of you guys have severe anxiety and you just found me and you've been dealing with this for a couple months and this is all new to you. You need to get a routine in place. Look up Trey Jones' perfect morning anxiety routine, or you can get my course down below in the description in the first pinned comment. There's a whole section just on a routine. It's very detailed, extensive. Check that out. But you need to have structure, you need to have a routine, and there's nothing wrong with having some grounding or having some go-to things that can help get your anxiety levels down fast. This is about momentum, okay? But let's be real, when it comes down to doing things like grounding, in my opinion, having to go for a run if you're feeling anxious, having to get into a cold shower, having to pick up the phone and talk to mom, if we have to, if we're gonna be really honest with ourselves, that is more on the management side of recovery. Meaning it helps, lessen our anxiety levels. But honestly, if we're going to recover, we have to be willing to be in those uncomfortable situations and not have those go-to things that we use, right? We have to embrace feeling uncomfortable. I have to stay here and drive. I'm going to finish my destination. I'm not going to pull over, to cope with my anxiety. I'm not going to pick up the phone and call my mom and get her to talk me through this on the way home or on the way to work or whatever, wherever I'm going, so that my anxiety can go down. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to embrace it. Let it be here. Now, I'm not just going to sit here with it and not do anything, okay? I'm going to say the right stuff. I'm going to be there for my subconscious. I'm going to support it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to give safety, right? Safety context. Why are we okay? Why are we safe? I'm going to use gratitude, right? I'm going to do those things and work on building trust with my subconscious. I'm still going to work on that situation. I'm not asking you just sit there and not have anything to say. I think your exposure, would be a lot more productive if you worked on your response system while you're feeling the symptoms, okay? That's why, people just ignore the symptoms, right? You'll get there at the very, 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 very end. But whenever you're starting to do what I'm asking you to do, I would love for you to have a good response system to your subconscious. Walk it through the situation. Why are things going to be okay? Why are we safe? Why are we healthy? Why is this not a heart attack? Why is work going to be okay? Why is this drive to work going to be fine, right? Why is dinner tonight with a bunch of friends going to go smoothly? Why is it going to be okay? We have to do that. And then we're going to start to rewire, and your subconscious is going to start believing and trusting you. Then guess what? The symptoms are going to lessen because it doesn't feel like this is a threat, right? I'm not avoiding it. I'm not jumping on the phone with my mom, right? I'm not gripping the steering wheel. I'm not speeding to work. So I would challenge you guys to make a list of all the anxiety behaviors or self-comfort or grounding things that you do. Write those things down, okay? And when you're ready to take that step, okay? I'm not saying eliminate exercise or eliminate cold shower. Have that as part of a stress preventative lifestyle routine that you have in place every morning. So whenever you do recover, this doesn't come back, right? But for those of you that are ready to take it to the next level and you've just kind of plateaued, right? And you're looking to get closer to recovery, guys, stop going to these little things, these little tips and tricks and everything like that whenever you feel anxious. Be there with it. Say the right stuff, right? Stop leaving these situations. Stop running from these situations. You know, stop going to those go-to behaviors. I listed just a few of them when it comes to driving. Trying to speed, right, to my destination, gripping the steering wheel, you know, massaging the center of my chest, maybe doing this, or, you know, like rubbing my face, or talking to my mom on the phone, is everything going to be okay, right? Or pulling over, going into a gas station and having to grab water and chug it, cold water to ground me. Or I even would pull over and do push-ups on the side of the road while people would drive by and honk at me. I'm not going to do those things. I'm going to say the right stuff to my subconscious while I'm driving. I'm going to own this anxiety. It's going to be here with me. That's fine. We're going to work, right? Or we're going to go to the store. Okay, so we want to transition from having to do these, you know, go-to tips and tricks and groundings and anxiety behaviors and habits that we've developed over time to help cope and manage our anxiety, or to get out of this situation or lessen our anxiety levels. And we're taking it to the next level, and we're willing to be uncomfortable, stay there with our anxiety, complete the task at hand, whatever it is, and also give a good response to the subconscious, build that trust, lessen the symptoms as the trust goes up. And then guys, I'm telling you, your recovery process will speed up. It will speed up. And for me, that was just a huge breakthrough. And it's not rocket science. I know some of you have realized what I'm saying, and you know this, but I'm just here to, you know, push the narrative that it's very, very important. And the faster that you implement this, the faster you're going to get to your goals of recovery. Okay, so stop holding back. Start doing that today. You know, I know sometimes I say things that you already know. Okay, but I guess it can help coming from somebody that's been there and gone through the horrifying experiences of anxiety. If you want more help with your recovery process, check out my Elite Anxiety Bootcamp course. It's going to be down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. I'm going to read you a review real quick. Thank you again for your bootcamp. I went through the course and still revisit and rewatch. I started the bootcamp right after Thanksgiving. Latest update, my doctor took me off of my blood pressure medication at half dose of the other couple meds I'm on. Was on all these meds due only to anxiety and panic disorder. Recovery is obtainable. Thank you again. Be a part of that, guys, if you haven't. It's going to help boost your anxiety recovery process. It's going to get you on the right path. Tons of things packed in there, close to 100 videos, a bunch of downloadable materials, including that routine that I mentioned earlier. But you can see the curriculum, see everything that's in there before you decide to go through with that. But I love you guys. There's a link for online therapy down below as well. Facebook groups, social media, all that fun stuff. And until next time, guys, keep fighting. Bye.